Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the latest alox minichamp runs. We did start with the alox minichamp a good while ago, as we did want to do the maximum of the tools in the 58mm Swiss Army knife. Most of you know it as the classic, and currently the biggest version of that knife is called the minichamp. And back then there was only a Celidor version, a plastic scaled version, and we had the idea to upgrade it in alox to also make the knife more durable, a little bit thinner, and give it special colors as we did and we do in our limited edition runs. Now Victorinox did pick up the idea and finally decided to make the minichamp in the alox version, as we see it here in front of the camera, in silver, red and black. I'm gonna show you the knives in a minute. The idea took quite a while, and while these editions here are not strictly limited edition, it's somewhat limited as they make as many as the public, the sales demand. So this is a bit in between a regular item and a limited edition. Hopefully the market will accept this variants and the demand is there, at least in those three basic colors, and then swissbianco still can do the more exotic colors like this green, apocalypse green soldier knife that I use for point out some of the details. So those knives come with the regular box from Victorinox. As we see, the square box, and on the side is the printing. By the way, these versions here are directly from Switzerland, so it's currently unknown how the US version, the US box will look like. That's just what we get directly from the factory. As I take out the knife, you see it's a nice silver alox 58mm Swiss Army knife with the red shield. On the back side we have in the middle the Victorinox engraving on the engraving plate. That's the newer style of the back scales of the alox. The regular style has not the Victorinox stamped in there, but they selected to have the Victorinox version on this run. On our runs it depends, we did do both because many people would like to have the engraving plate for their name. You can still engrave on the main blade if you would like to. We see the three layers of this Swiss Army knife. Many tools. We're gonna have a look at it on the manual in a minute. So this is basically the maximum of the 58mm Swiss Army knife. We also see the nice factory rivets, and on the side of course the split ring. This kind of knife is mainly for carry with the keychain and such purpose, and for this it really comes in handy. It's also a bit smaller in diameter compared to the Celidor version, but the Celidor version has the benefits of a toothpick and tweezer, which we don't have on the alox scales. They are too thin for put those in. So the way how I do is I carry the toothpick and tweezer in my wallet, It's way easier that way, and I can have all the benefits of the alox and still have the toothpick and tweezer. Then we have the red alox version in the box. Printing on the side. It's the basic red alox color that Victorinox does for decades with the silver shield. On the back side again we have the Victorinox stamped into the engraving plate. Then we have the classic black color. Next to silver and red, black is one of the main colors of the alox Swiss Army knife. Nice silver shield. On the back side again the stamping of Victorinox. That's how the three look together. The back side. And the front. Just to make it more harder for you to select which version you would like to have. Now we look quick at the manual. Each of those come with a manual. Different languages. On front of the manual we have it in English and French and German. Backside is Spanish, Russian, Italian, and quite likely Japanese. So it's a folded manual. We see the different blades of the knives. Even a ruler is put on, the nail file. This actually is a manual for the Celidor version. So we see number 15 is the tweezer, number 16 is a pen. That would be a upgraded version of the knife with the scale, with a pen. Those two features, as I did say, no toothpick, no tweezer, and no pen or LED light is on this version of the 58mm cost, the alox scales. But we still have, like we have on our Rambler limited editions, the bottle opener. That's a nice feature, and here the true Phillips, small Phillips, that's also really nice. I use that many times on the tech locks and other equipment that need a smaller Phillips. The bigger Phillips can be used this part here of the ruler blade. Basically also the ruler blade can be used for engraving as well. Quick check where we have it. There we have it. Yeah. As you get the knives brand new, there is always a bit oil on it. So as we see, here is the engraving for the ruler. Bottom side in millimeters. The upper side in inch, and on the back side we have a complete flat space for free. There you could engrave something as well. And we see in front that would also work for a Phillips or for a regular screwdriver. The bottle opener is here with the good size Phillips. That is for wire stripping, so you have a bit, with this knife, a bit all of the tools in it. As the blade and tool list goes, we have a blade, scissor, nail file, nail cleaner, number 4. Yeah, the pointy end of the nail file. The cuticle pusher is number 5. That's something special. Screwdriver with ruler. Then we have the leather opener, emergency cutter. That's basically a sheep food style blade. That is also for really accurate cutting. That's this one here. As we see, we have a rather straight blade. That makes for a really pointy point, lack of better words, so you can accurate cut something out, as the regular blade has more the drop point shape. As usually we have a bit dropping on top, a bit belly below, so that makes for a nice additional blade for really accurate cutting. If you need to cut out a paper or something like a stencil. Then we have the orange peeler, number 9. That's a special device. I did not use that yet too much, but that hook, that sharp hook here, hooked part here, also comes in handy if you have to cut strings or packaging material. It's relative tiny and small, so you need to test it out if that works for you or not. Then number 10 is the scraper, 11 cap lifter that we did already look at, the bottle opener basically, with the magnetic Phillips. They did magneticize that end. Then we have the wire stripper, key ring, split ring. That is really important, the ring that you can mount it secure to your keys, and the tweezers and the ballpoint pen. As I say, we don't have this on this version. Also, there is the version with the LED instead of the tweezer. We don't have that either because of the alox. The back side looks like this. It's just the wording. You can always stop the video and look at the manual a bit closer. So I'm happy that Victorinox did pick up the idea and finally offer this great Swiss Army knife in a alox version, and I hope that this keep on and works out well, so that those beauties are available for as many people as possible. That much about the new alox mini champs from Victorinox.